Hello, I'm Alyssa Mose, and today I will be talking about all things Canva for Module 7. Alright, so Canva is a wonderful website where you can really design anything graphic, media-wise. There are many different things. You can do a doc, presentations, you can do videos. And there's a whole bunch of designs that you can pick too. So you can make posters. What I love about Canva is really the freedom that you have. Especially if you have a premium, then it's like everything, like the stars are aligned. Okay, so for my project, this is the infographic I created. I'm choosing a 3rd through 5th grade level for this because I believe that they'll be an age group in elementary that will be able to understand this the most. So here's my infographic. It's about the color wheel process. And so here I have what is the color wheel, and then I have the full color wheel. And then I have primary colors, what are the primary colors, on and on. And it just really tells a story that is easy for students to follow. And so if they ever have questions, they can come up to this, and if rather than having to ask me and interrupt class, they can just get up and go look, oh, these are the tertiary colors. Okay, that makes sense. And then they can go back to their work and keep going. So I did use a template. I wouldn't say that I really followed the template. I used the Word font, but I changed it. And then I guess I kept the layout the same. I would say those are my biggest changes to it. And then I added some more fun little things. I kept this one and this one, but then I felt like I needed to add some artsy one. I think that infographics can be very helpful in the classroom. One, so that they can see things, and hopefully I can have posters around maybe that are like, this is how we treat our paintbrush, this is how the color wheel works, this is how to mix colors correctly. I think that having infographics around would be very nice for the students. What was challenging about this? It's always challenging for me at the beginning, just being able to think about starting the design. Sometimes that takes me a little bit, and it can feel overwhelming at first when you're just starting out. But then once you get an idea and a theme, then you just keep working with it, and it all ends up great. But yeah, I would say thinking about the design, planning it, was probably the hardest part, and what I wanted to sell on here. I think that my students would probably be making infographics for their graphic designer, or their graphic organizer, sorry, which is just a binder that will be full of different things that they have learned over the semester and the school year if they're elementary. Otherwise, I would have them maybe do some research projects. Maybe they can talk about an artwork and or an artist and how they developed over the years, following down on patterns. So for my IST standard, I picked innovative designer, and then I picked design process. Students know and use deliberate design process for generating ideas, testing theories, creating innovative artifacts, or solving authentic problems. I think that this ISTE standard fits just perfectly because they are quite literally in the design process. They are thinking about all the things that they want to show, and they're also thinking in their mind how they want to display it. So my Nebraska standard is going to be this. FA 5.2.1, students will use the creative process to make works of arts, exploring subjects and themes with a variety of materials. And then I picked down here the one that made the most sense for a project that I would have them do. Identify and use elements of art and principles of design to brainstorm visual possibilities. So I feel like any project, I want them to be thinking about, is it symmetrical? Is it asymmetrical? Like, is everything on one side and then you have words on this side? How are we balancing our work? I want my students to be thinking about that, and so that Nebraska standard fits exactly what I'm trying to sell with that. And then here is my all about me. So now I will switch gears and I will be the teacher. All right, hello fourth graders. Today we're going to start our day and we're going to fill out an all about the artist template. So I want you guys to be creative and I want you guys to come up with some new ideas to add. So let's get started. I'll demonstrate for you. So none of these have any text boxes. So when you're ready, this is how you create a text box. You go to text on the left side and then you click add a text box. And then here, you can put it in here. And then, so my name is Ms. Mose. And I'm going to make it my favorite color. Oops, I got to highlight it first. I'm going to make it my favorite color. Make sure that you can still see it. And then, to show you how to make font, or choose a font, you go and you click this little font button. And we're going to go with Horizon. So that's going to be my font for this. And then, so that's how you add a text box. And if I want to turn it, I can turn it. If I want to add some effects, I can add an outline, or I can make it neon sign. I can also curve it. And if you want to curve it a different more, you can curve it like this. Or you can curve it this way. We're gonna have it be like this. All right. And then, so that's how you add a text. I'm not gonna fill out everything, but I'm just gonna show you the gist of everything. So next, this says draw a mini portrait of yourself. So I want you guys to be creative as possible, and I want you guys to try to make it using different shapes. So from here, I'm going to grab this circle for my head. Maybe. Come on. I want a circle. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to make the circle smaller. Then I'm going to pick the color. So if I picked orange, is that my skin tone, or should I move it over a little bit? So that's how you change colors too. So now I have this. Now, if I go back to my elements, I can search maybe some waves for my hair, or some curls. We'll see what pops up. So unfortunately, we don't have access to everything because we are just students. So here's my huge curl. I'm going to make it smaller. Oops. So now I'm going to make that my hair color. Okay, actually that one's, there we go. Okay, so if you get the idea, that's what we're going to be doing. And then you can also change, I want you guys to do a lot of customization to this. I don't want it to be just black and white. I want there to be some color. So I want you to go around, click on shapes, change the shape. And if you want to get rid of something, say let's get rid of these stars, delete. Then I want you guys to go to elements, and I want you to find something to replace that area. So this is the video, and this is what I want you guys to do for your assignment. So thanks for watching.